Hey guys, this is Odon Gaming. This is going to be another Infinite Magicraid video. So in today's video, I want to talk a little bit about the market and shops, and specifically what you should be buying from those ones. So for example, if we click into the market shop, you get to the first one that appears, and that's the currency store. So when you look at it, it shows you that it gives you XP potions, it gives you gear, it gives you heroes, it gives you dragon eggs, it gives you all sorts of stuff in here. Honestly, this one kind of depends a little bit of what type of a player you are, and it depends on how your situation looks on your account when it comes to leveling up your champions or your heroes. Sorry, I'm gonna call them champions from time to time because of different games, but what I mean by that is, as an example, if you do have lots of fodder, for example, but you're lacking on the XP potions, and maybe you're normally just farming the, the campaign in order to get more XP potions, well then I suggest you should always buy the luxury XP potions, or maybe even the lower ones. Maybe just buy every single one of the XP potions from the currency store. I, for example, used to buy them a ton, then I realized that I got to the point where I'm like, okay, it looks like I don't need them anymore, so I just stopped buying them. However, the next thing that is in the shop, those are the heroes. Buy every single one of the heroes that you see. The 1 star, the 2 stars, the 3 stars like you see here that I did. It doesn't matter what level they are, how much they cost. Buy every single one of them, because this game has a little bit of a fodder shortage. So these ones can help you build up more and more fodder on your account. Then the next thing that appears a lot over here are like dragon, not a lot, but I guess they appear from time to time, is dragon eggs. And I'm not sure if I see here, but I'm gonna see once we refresh. There's dragon eggs, and then there's the wishes. You know, you might see the excellent runes, you might see miracle runes. Those are, again, things that you should buy. For example, now today I bought a 4-star dragon egg that was 180 diamonds. There's a 5-star one that appears that's, I think, somewhere around 1,000 diamonds as well. I honestly suggest to buy it. They're so good because it's, like I said, fodder shortage in this game, that you should buy every single time those ones. And again, refined rules like I had over here, always buy them. Now, another thing that I want to mention in the currency store is the following. Do not forget that this one resets every 24 hours, but you have a free refresh that you can use here. And you go in the free refresh and boom, you see more refined runes. I get them, more refined runes, more fodder in here that I buy. Then I just keep scrolling down. See, there's lots of luxury XP potions that you could buy if you feel like you need it. I don't need them for now, so I'm just skipping them. But every single one of the fodders that I see in here, I buy. Same for the refined runes. Depending on how your diamond situation looks, I would suggest to keep refreshing this up until you get to like 25. That's the way I do it. I refresh again with the 5 diamonds, and then again I continue doing the same thing. Keep buying the fodder, keep buying the runes, keep buying everything up until I get to a point where it says it's 25. So I have a 5, 10, 15 and 20 plus the free one. So I basically refresh the shop, the currency store, 5 times during a day. I'm not sure, I mean, to be fair, this seemed to work pretty fine for me so far. Maybe I could refresh it even another time when it's at the 25, or maybe not. But it all depends on how you're, like I said, how does your diamond situation look. If you see that you're struggling, you don't have that many, maybe just refresh with the 5 and the 10. And yeah, look at this. I got the miracle rune for 100 diamonds. Still went for it because, you know what, that's just extra fodder. So this is the currency store. This is the first one. Let me see, there's something else that can appear that I can talk about here. No. Oh yeah, one thing that I definitely need to mention in this one. Do not buy the gear. Do not buy any of the gear. Doesn't matter how amazing it looks to you. Do not buy the gear in here, because it's never gonna be good enough. It's never gonna be, you know, it's not worth it. It's just too overpriced for what it gives. Like, look at this, mastery set, but with no good substats. It's just a waste. And it's 400 diamonds. It's not worth it. I would definitely not buy any piece of gear. If somebody tells you to buy it, just don't do it. Unless they do a change and they give some type of better gear in here, then I would say yes. But for now, 100% please do not buy gear from the currency store. Now let's jump into the arena store. The arena store is a little bit different, as it's kind of hard to get these arena coins. You only get them from doing the advanced arena. is it called? Yeah, sorry, the 3v3 I would call it. You have 3 arena fights and you win as many as you can, and they're pretty hard to collect. The best thing that people usually collect or like buy from this one is always the augment, because augment is an amazing legendary, an amazing HP burner, M burner, AoE damage. He just has a extremely good kit. He's one of the legends that you can actually pull from one of your wishes, but still, if you can get him, I would say go for that. Up until we get to the point where you have like maybe exclusive 3 and then you're like, okay, I'm good, now what? Maybe after that you could consider buying the stamina or the 4-star Dragon Eggs. Depends where you are. If you see that maybe, you know what, you might have good enough, you might have good enough HP burners. Like, for example, I have Melia, Sigmund, and Hezondra, like the best HP burners. And I might be thinking like, you know what, I feel like I'm stuck right now. I'm not sure like I'm that desperate to get my first Oakman. I might be saying like, let me help boost my progress a bit and go for some Dragon Eggs. But still, I still suggest this to be a priority. Other stuff like this, I'm not sure it's not really worth it to get a basic skill scroll or like multi-battles. I don't know, everything else is just a little bit too overpriced for what it offers. So the best things, in my opinion, from the arena store are Oakman and the Dragon Eggs, and maybe arguably the stamina. Now if you jump over to the event store, again, this is another one that it takes you a while to gather some of these, but after you start pushing those events and sort of those special games, you keep getting more and more and more and more, and you get to the point where, you know what, you start gathering when you get to a point like, okay, what do I buy now? Well, the thing that people suggest in general is to actually go for Ruin first, because he's one of those ones that, okay, he's not gonna help you straight up, but by the time you're actually gonna use him, because he's mostly an PvP and arena hero, by the time you're gonna use him, you're gonna kind of want to have him exclusive 3, and again, you can only get Ruin from the event market. Like, unlike Oakman, which you can pull, Ruin you can only get from here. So you can only buy him once every 30 days. So this shop resets once every 30 days, and you can only buy 1 copy. So you get what I mean? By the time you're gonna have 4 copies of him to use him in arena, that's 4 months. So I would say just, you know, if you get plenty of them, always keep yourself 24,000 for every month to get him, and then after that you can go and maybe get a 5-star Dragon Egg, or maybe just go and get a 4-star Dragon Eggs. Other stuff, I'm not really sure it's worth it. Again, Dragon Egg seems to be like the main thing for now. If this is gonna change, you know, and then they might change them in what they're implementing in the game, maybe fodder might be, you know, so easy to get in the future that this is gonna change, then I'm gonna make an updated video on this one. I'm gonna explain to you like, okay, this is what you do, this is what I suggest. There's one more thing that I wanna talk about when it comes to the shops. And that's one of the shops. Like, if you click over here and it takes you to the shops where you have the value pack. Let me move myself on this side now. You have the value pack, flash pack, period pack, weekly, resource, diamond, and growth fund. Okay, so I'm not going to be talking about stuff that costs you actual money. That's not what I want to talk in this video. So I'm not going to talk about growth fund or diamond shop or any of these packs. But there's one shop in here that actually you use your diamonds for, and that is the resource shop. So basically here in the resource shop, usually you can find the limited, what's it called? Let's call it resource. The limited resource for those special events. Like now we have the voyage going on, so you can buy dices. And then you have lots of stuff in here, like you can buy coin, you can buy basic skill scroll, advanced one, excellent, XP pots. There's plenty of stuff that you can buy in here. Honestly, the value of some of these things, like maybe the advanced skill scroll, it might seem high, but at the same time, if you have a ton of diamonds, if you're desperate to finish building somebody, it might be worth buying 1 or 2. I wouldn't go crazy on them, but it might be worth buying 1 or 2. For the sake of the excellent runes, again, I myself am guilty of this. Sometimes, if I'm close to my mercy to get the legend hero, I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna buy some more excellence to hit my mercy and hopefully get the legendary that I want. But I would not be spending all my diamonds on these ones, because you know what, diamonds do come easy, but they don't come that easy, and you can spend them really fast. So be careful with this shop. For the sake of the luxury, I cannot speak, what the hell? The luxury XP potions or the premium hero XP, I would not buy these. Doesn't matter how desperate you are for XP potions. I didn't make the calculations, but I would rather suggest you use that the diamonds to buy stamina and go farm campaign to get yourself the XP potions instead of straight up buying these ones. One thing that I do believe is good value, again, good value. It's amazing. That's why you only can get one day. It's the stamina. Do not forget to get the stamina. I think this one resets like once every 20 hours. So basically 40 diamonds for 200 stamina, because after that it's 100 diamonds for 200 stamina. That's the one that's hiding behind me over there. And then another thing that's really important in this shop, it's the regression potion. Sometimes in this game, you build certain heroes and you're like, okay, this one's gonna help me progress there, and there, and there, and there, but you might be outgrowing some heroes. I'll give you an example. You might be building your whim in order to progress and get yourself, you know, to beat the campaign, to complete the campaign quests in order to get Catherine, and then obviously Catherine comes into your roster and she's the better one out of the, like, you know, compared to him. So if you do not have the resources to straight up awaken her, because she's gonna make you explode in content and just straight up progress like crazy, then you're gonna want to have a regress potion that you're gonna regress your whim and put everything that you put in your whim, just invest into Catherine, and then maybe you're gonna build whim at a later stage. Then you also have the multi-battles, faction tokens. I'm not sure about the faction tokens. I never bought them. They seem kind of expensive. I'm not sure what the value of these ones are. I would not necessarily suggest investing in it. The best thing that you can invest, honestly, in this shop is the stamina, like I mentioned, the regress potion. But do not buy the regress potion now, because I think they're due to release a patch where the regress potion is going to have different cooldown. So the first one's gonna have 7 days, next one 14 days, then 21, then 30. Now, if I buy it right now, I'm gonna have a 30-day one. So I'm not 100% sure if it's still gonna update once they do it. So I would just say wait on that one a little bit. But yeah, definitely go for the stamina. And if you're mobile player only, then go for the multi-battles. This one that are 75% off. And if you know you're gonna farm more, go for this one as well. But yeah, these are the best things that I would suggest to buy from the shop and you know, the market over here, because these are the things that bring the most value, in my opinion. You know, from what I've played so far, that's what I noticed are the best thing and bring the most value to my account. If you believe something different, or if you believe that something else is worth doing, just leave it in the comments below. And if I'm gonna do an updated one in the future, I'm gonna take your comments and your feedback into consideration, and I'm gonna implement it in my videos. But yeah, this is gonna be it for the video today, guys. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'm gonna see you on the next one. Peace, love, take care, everyone. Bye, guys.
Infinite Magic Raid. Play to slay.